exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins. The Golden Gophers will put total weather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bruins offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like they did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will go to work for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage.
Breaks into the open. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. They'll move the tight end. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. The RPO, it's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Toss to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Release to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Carney. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver. When he gets man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
To the air, it's Willingham. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
And those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The give to the back. There we go. And he rolls on the house. Touchdown, Minnesota.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season? This guy has had scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Auburn. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Willingham. A little screen to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bruins send out the punt unit. how the D reacts. Wants to fire on second down. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man on the right. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets rid of it. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Can't get him to the ground.
You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking left. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up fourth.
Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot them out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block on that.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the Bruins will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even... Oh, he's got some space. Throws him with a stiff-up. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. They'll mark him down at the 28.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. And he'll haul it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gopher!
And this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Willingham. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harvey. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And the Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Well done. Get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect...
Looking deep down the right side. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And these offenses getting the rhythm. They're hard to stop. Already up early. Got a short field. Take advantage of it, too. Get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 31 over Texas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Willingham. It's caught. Crosses the 30, he's going to land. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going to try to get it himself. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his big tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Get it out on the screen. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He's got great speed. Goes out of bounds, but not before he takes that return into plus territory at the 47. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quick strike complete. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Ramsey. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Gopher! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Willihan. Hauls it in. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The hand to the running back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Turning it on. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Bruins. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And that's tough when you run the RPO and you put me in conflict. You can't let those linebackers come downhill really fast because I still have to play pass, and they hand it off, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
On the run, it's Carney. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Turns it on in midfield. Brings him to the open. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw
couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Willingham. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback and down he goes at the 24. The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the left. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Reads it, fires complete. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Scanning the field, it's Willingham. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force it into the football.
Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Bruins come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Just keep slinging it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to throw, it's early hit. There's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hand and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. The snap sets up the throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
There's a great example of a zone blitz by the defense, and those confuse quarterbacks and offensive linemen because you're dropping defensive linemen out in coverage, but then you're bringing pressure from the second level, and that time the defense was able to fool them and get home.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they really featured this guy today.
And he's brought down after a huge completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Gophers will have it first and 10. Give as they work on that clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Takes it from the gun on third down. Trying to get behind the defense. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nevada. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Rides to back on the option to give. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. At the 30. Inside the... And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and You're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gonna run it. It's Denson.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, Dave.
There he goes. The 30. He's at the top. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense...
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to